Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. So today, we need to take a little bit of a look about some information that has come out from a UK distributor. Now, this has been emailed out to stores in the UK, and we know it applies to the UK. It probably applies to Europe as well, given that a lot of the distributors kind of overlap, as Modi doesn't just do the UK, for instance, and they are the only UK distributor. And it may well apply to the US as well. Just a quick note as we get rolling here. I can tell you it does affect the UK. I would be amazed if the vast majority of this didn't affect the US. However, it is worth bearing in mind. And we might as well start off with what is definitely the worst news coming out about this, and that is that the Marnie Premium Tournament Collection is going to be heavily allocated. Now, for those of you that may be newer or haven't come across this term before, heavily allocated basically means there is going to be a big difference between the amount that shops actually order and the amount that shops actually receive. Shops are not getting what they want. Now, the numbers I am being given are that stores are going to be receiving less than 5% of what they've ordered. I.e., if you order 20 Marnie Premium Tournament boxes, you might get one. If you ordered 100, you might get 5. Now, obviously, what a lot of stores have been doing lately with the low supply, and to be fair, a lot of sets recently have been far better supply, but we always knew this was going to be a case with the Marnie. Marnie was always going to be far too popular for its own good. But what a lot of stores have taken to doing is massively over-ordering, in the hope that, well, if I get 5% of my massive over-order, I will get something like what I actually want. Incidentally, if you are a smaller business, this is a terrible idea, because what is going to happen, and I've already seen this happen with some smaller online sellers, at some point you are actually going to get what you order because supply increases, and you are going to have far more than you can sell, and cash flow is going to be a huge issue, and it'll probably be the last order you ever put in. Obviously, if you refuse an order, etc., the distributor ain't going to want to work with you again. That seems pretty obvious. So yeah, these are going to be heavily allocated, which sucks, but it's a super popular product. Now, they were and they are limited to 12 per store. So no matter how big the store is, no matter how big an order they put in, they're not getting more than 12. And let's be clear, little bedroom sellers, and there's a lot of them that have popped up in the past year, they ain't getting 12. They will be lucky to get 1 or 2 from distributors. It's not ideal, it's the way things are. What I will tell you is that there are plenty of other products that were heavily allocated. Remember when Shining Fates came out? And in the second wave of Shining Fates, we had those Dragapult and Crobat V premium collections? Remember how initially shops literally got 1 each of them because allocation was so heavy? Have you noticed that over the past couple of weeks, these have been readily available for retail price pretty much everywhere? They were heavily allocated, and I mean heavily allocated at the beginning, and then they just became available everywhere. Like, I casually went and bought one of these from my local game store for RRP. It wasn't difficult. Champions Path, Elite Trainer boxes, remember those? Anyone remember how hard they were to get hold of when they first released? And they've just been readily available everywhere, constantly, recently. And that's kind of my point. Just because they're heavily allocated at the beginning does not mean that they will continue to be impossible to find. They will be very difficult to find at the beginning, but there is a lot of reason to believe, and again, I don't have information that says this, all I can do is go on previous actions, and as I've said before, the best way to predict a company's future actions is to look at their past actions. It seems likely that these will keep being printed. If they are as popular as we think they're going to be, and they do sell out as quickly as we think they're going to, yeah, Pokemon are going to print more because it's kind of easy money. For those that have forgotten, this is the one where you get the full art Marnie promo, 3 other promos, which are almost certainly, though not confirmed, to be the autograph promos. And then you get Marnie sleeves, a sturdy box, a large metallic coin, 2 condition markers, 6 damage dice, and 7 booster packs. Yay! It's a cool product, and I'm sorry it's allocated, but like I've said, we have seen very heavily allocated products in the past year that just came back into stock and were fine. Now, releasing on the same day, we do have that Trainer's Toolkit, and that is the product which is going to be really good for new players. So, it's coming with 2 of the... what they call 2 of the Crobat V, for instance, and a bunch of other stuff. Really good for players that want to get into competitive play. The information we've got is that there's plenty of these. Shouldn't be a huge issue, which is nice. In terms of Chilling Reign, which has just come out, as it stands at the moment, there is no further preprint coming for Chilling Reign booster boxes, triple packs, and premium check lane blisters. Now, the wording on check lane blisters is awkward. Generally, I see the check lane blisters being the 1-pack ones that for Chilling Reign come with Decidueye and Blaziken, not the 1-pack blisters that have Phanpy and Morpeko. And this would make sense because remember that the vast majority of shops can't order the Phanpy and Morpeko. They can only order the premium check lane ones, Decidueye and Blaziken blisters. So they wouldn't really give information to regular shops about these 1-pack blisters. Having said that, if the 3-pack blisters and the booster boxes and the check lane blisters are all not scheduled for reprint, it would be extremely unusual if these other 1-pack blisters just so happen to be. No guarantee, of course, but I think it is, shall we say, somewhat unlikely at this stage. There is, however, a small reprint of Elite Trainer boxes, which is currently scheduled for the end of July. So if that's what you're after, they are going to be coming back. And on the one hand, yes, I understand that this is disappointing for some of you. Although let's be clear, like Chilling Reign is in stock. Like I just checked 4 random websites right before I started recording. All of them had stock of booster boxes. All of them had stock of 3-pack blisters. All of them had stock of check lane blisters. I.e., these things that are not being reprinted are not being reprinted at the moment because why would they need to? And I've made this point many, many times, but let me just say it one more time. Pokemon are a profit-making business. They want to make money. They will make decisions based on what they think will make them money, and this doesn't make them a bad company, it makes them a profit-making company. Everybody does this. This is how they work. If you're thinking, Wassy, why is there no further reprint of Chilling Reign scheduled for this year? Because we don't need one. Like when Battle Styles dropped, it sold out instantly. I told you yesterday about a Vivid Voltage reprint which has come in, but Vivid Voltage sold out really quickly, and people were struggling to find it. Pokemon are going to reprint what they need to reprint. And right now, if I work, and I don't, let's be super clear, but if I work for the Pokemon company, I look right now and I go, well, we've done a better job with supply on Chilling Reign. It is in stock, like everywhere. Let's not worry about reprinting Chilling Reign when it's in stock everywhere. We seem to have done a good job meeting the demand with our supply, but you know they're going to be keeping an eye on it, and you know that if all of a sudden Chilling Reign completely sells out and nobody can get hold of it anywhere, you know they're going to do another print. Why would they not do another print? So, no, there's no further reprint scheduled other than the small amount of Elite Trainer boxes at the end of July. Or in July, it might not be the end. But the point is, why do we need it? We don't, is the honest answer. Now, why would they announce this? Why would they make that a conscious decision? Okay, we have one more piece of information which I think is extremely relevant. The Pokemon warehouse is close to being empty on existing products and restocks. Why? They are heavily prioritizing upcoming releases. Oh, yeah. Because you see, ladies and gentlemen, there are 2 sets which are coming out in the not too distant future, and that is Evolving Skies. That is the next set after Chilling Reign, the next proper set. What do we know about Evolving Skies? It's that set that's got all of the Eevees in, and it's got Rayquaza in, and it's going to be like 10 times as popular as Chilling Reign. So one more time, if you're the Pokemon company, you look at all these stores that have got Chilling Reign in stock, because seriously, I did a check, like Chilling Reign is in stock everywhere. You will not struggle to find Chilling Reign in stock. And also, one more time for those at the back, yes, I know that Store X is currently selling Chilling Reign below RRP. Of course they are. Because everywhere's got stock, you can't charge above RRP. Think about what the stores are going to do when they do have products like the Marnie Premium Box, which, I mean, to be fair, I've been using that as an example of the next product, which is going to be allocated even before it was announced. See what happens to the price of these at those stores you're saying good things about right now. Just putting that out there. So Pokemon are prioritizing Evolving Skies, the super hyped set, over Chilling Reign, the set which is currently in stock everywhere. The other thing, of course, is we know that in October, we've got Celebrations coming. And Celebrations, I mean, I call this the most exciting set ever. It's been a couple of days. I haven't changed my mind. I have literally never been this excited for a set. But we all know this is going to be a hyper-popular set, right? We all know this set is going to sell out unless Pokemon go nuts with printing it. So this is probably Pokemon's way of going, look, stop printing Chilling Reign, print as much Celebrations as you can. When Champion's Path dropped, it was very, very difficult to find. When Shining Fates dropped, it was very, very difficult to find. And this is a similar set to Shining Fates and Champion's Path. It's the next special set, except it looks like it's going to be way more popular. So obviously what's happening is Pokemon are doing what any good, successful company should do. They are trying to judge demand. They are trying to judge what customers actually want. And that is where they are putting their priorities. So to sum it up nice and quickly, the Marnie Premium Tournament Collection seems to be very heavily allocated. But again, heavily allocated stuff tends to get reprinted. So I have no word on a reprint yet. But it's something that I would be very surprised if it didn't happen. Again, not confirmed. That's just me talking. Chilling Reign is not expected to have another reprint before the end of the year. It's not currently planned, but it doesn't really need it. It's in stock everywhere. And Pokemon are really starting to focus on upcoming releases, but Evolving Skies and Celebrations really do seem like the sets you want to be focusing on, so this makes absolute perfect sense to me. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's going on. I've told you I'm going to do my very best to keep you up to date with what's being released, what's heavily allocated, what's being reprinted, etc. And I like to think I'm keeping my end of the bargain. What's your end of the bargain? I don't know. Comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you think about this. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And, you know, if you want to support the channel, patreon.com/PTCGradio. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.